Hello CA aspirants, welcome back to our channel CA Aspirants Comfort Zone. Today here I am with the topic of costing, that is theory. Let's revise every theory that we'll be seeing in costing, a basic. As this is a practical subject, most of us will be ignoring the theory part, but at least once if we hear this video out, we'll be at least able to answer many of the questions. Every question in the last part will always be theory, so that in case if we know about it clearly, we can write at least a little bit in case if we don't know the practical problems. Let's get into the video. What is the difference between cost control and cost reduction? In cost control, guidance and regulation by executive action of the cost of operating an undertaking, but in cost reduction, permanent reduction in the unit cost of goods and services. Cost control means it is done on past performance and variance analysis. In cost reduction, future performance without past performance. In cost control, it is conservative approach, but in cost reduction, that is dynamic approach. Cost control reduces cost in a particular period and also ends when target is achieved. It is preventive function. But cost reduction is reduced unit cost on permanent basis and it is corrective function. What are the objectives of cost accounting? The cost accounting objects are to ascertain and analyze costs, to control costs, to reduce cost, to fix the selling price and profit, to prepare a periodic statement, to provide information, to ascertain profit of each activity, to assist the management in decision making, etc. What are the essential features of good cost accounting system? It should be simple and easy to operate, accuracy and authentic, cost effective, management's role, relevance of data, participation by executives, uniformity and consistency, flexible and adaptive, trust on system. Now let's study about the essential factors for installing a cost accounting system. It should be objective, nature of business or industry, organizational hierarchy, knowing the product, knowing the production process, method of maintaining of cost records, information synchronization, information attributes, statement compliance and audit. What is the difference between cost account and management accounting? Let's know about it in detail. The cost accounting is a quantitative aspect, whereas management accounting is both qualitative and quantitative. In cost accounting, cost of producing product and service, information to management for planning and coordination. In cost, we'll see cost ascertainment. In management, we'll see budgeting, tax, planning, etc. In cost, both past and present figures will be taking into consideration, developing related to industrial revolution. In management accounting, we'll be seeing projection of figures for future, develops in accordance to the need of modern business world. Cost accounting follows certain principles and procedures for recording costs of different products, whereas management accounting does not follow any specific rules and regulations. Cost and management accounting information requires by the staff at operational level are operational level supervisors, foremen, etc. will be present to know the objective and performance goals for them, to know product and service specification like volume, quantity and process, performance parameters against which their performance is measured and evaluated, to know divisional profitability, etc. Impact of use of information technology. Integration of different functional activities saves organization from preparing multiple documents, move towards paperless environment, resource procurement and mobilization just in time, that is JIT is followed, accuracy in timely manner, uniformity in preparation, cost and revenue variance generated in real time that take control immediately, to monitor closely to eliminate non-value added activities. This question was previously asked, and also this question was asked in May 24, I guess. Yeah, the question mentioned here is repetitive questions, and also the possibility of getting these question is very high. In case of any queries or any help from my side, please text me in Instagram, which has been mentioned in the description, or else you can contact me through a Telegram channel also. Please join the Telegram channel to get the link of notes of all the subjects. Cost center and types. Location, person or any item of equipment cost is ascertained and used for the purpose of cost control. It is a part of an organization that does not produce direct profits and adds to the cost of running company. Example, research and development, help desk, etc. Two types are personal, impersonal. It consists of persons like the human. Impersonal means location or item. Production cost center, service cost center, profit center, investment center. These are the centers that we'll be seeing in cost center, and the types. Types of responsibility centers. Cost centers, standard cost center, discretionary cost center. Output cannot be measured. Example, research and development, ads, etc. In case if we are providing ads in television, we can't see how much it has been reached. We can see on the basis of plays, but we cannot see how much it has impacted on whom. That is, we cannot measure it. That is discretionary cost center. Revenue centers, profit centers, and investment centers. What are the methods of costing? Costing is on goods and services. For services, it is operating, specialized production, standardized production. For specialized production, that is variety types that we'll see, like in job we'll be asking for different varieties. We'll remember it like that. A specialized production, batch, job, contract. That means batch costing, job costing, contract costing. These are basically the names of the chapters that we can be remembering, but know about the names, that is special, which comes under specialized production, which comes under standardized production. In standardized production, single costing, process costing, joint and byproduct costing. In cost, types of variability. This is on controllability. On variability, fixed cost, variability cost, semi-variable cost. On controllability, controllable cost and non-controllable cost. What is explicit cost? It is a cost involving immediate payment of cash such as salary, wages, commissions, etc. easily measurable, that is pocket cost entered in books of accounts. What is implicit cost? Not involved in immediate payment, that is economic cost, not entered in books of accounts. What do we mean by sunk cost? This is historical cost incurred in past. Some of the examples for operating costing are hotel, transport, etc. Anything manufactured or assembled, that is multiple costing. Airlines and other, that is service costing. Advertising is job costing. Cost directly charged to group of product, that is batch costing. Single product, single or output costing. Costs are charged to operations and over unit produced, that is operating costing. They'll be giving this type of questions and they'll be asking to name the type of costing. We have seen this type of questions in exam. What are the techniques of costing? The techniques of costing are uniform costing, marginal costing, standard costing and variance analysis, historical costing, absorption costing, direct costing. Now let's see about the methods of costing. We should not get distracted or get confused between techniques of costing and methods of costing. Methods of costing are single or output, batch costing, job costing, contract costing, process costing, operating costing, multiple costing. In case of normally, if they ask methods of costing, we'll be writing this. In case if they ask to segregate on specialized and standardized, we'll be writing this. The answer will be somewhat same, but the technique to remember should be different. Single or output costing, only one kind is produced. In batch costing, extension of job, number of small orders. In case of job costing, ascertain separately. Example is printing press, etc. Contract costing, construction of roads, etc. Process costing, each stage is ascertained. We'll be knowing from this word that it comes under different stages. It goes through other stage, other process. Then we'll be considering it process costing. Operating costing, rendering services, transport, etc. Multiple costing, two or more of or above, making as assembling many of the products. Example, if we buy a cycle, that involves different parts, right? Like that. Classification of cost, it is based on nature or element, functions, variability or behavior, controllability, normality, cost for managerial decision making. Coming into the chapter of material cost, here we'll be seeing a little bit of a theory, that is what is bill of material. Schedule of standard quantities of materials required for any job or other units of production, known as material list, contains code, description and quantity of materials about particular job, helps to know exact quantity, prepared by engineer or planning department in standard form. Cash discount is not included in accounts. Subsidy reduced from material cost. Commission added to material cost of purchase. GST excluded if credit is available. In case if it is not, we'll be adding it. Demurrage, that is fine, not included in cost. Basic custom duty added to material purchase cost. Now let's see about the difference between bin cards and store ledger. In bin cards, it is maintained by storekeeper, whereas store ledger is maintained by cost accounting department. Bin cards stores recording documents. I'll be calling this 1 and this 2. Okay, I can't be repeating the same word again. Bin cards, store ledger. Okay, in 1 we'll be seeing information as records of quantity, issue balance and receipts. But in store ledger, both quantitative and value information in respect of their receipts, issue and balance. At the time when transactions take place, but in 2 it is done after transaction. In 1 records each transaction, whereas in 2 its summarized form it will be recording. In 1, interdepartmental transfer does not appear. In store ledger, interdepartmental transfer does appears. Coming to the next question, it is about inventory control. Function of ensuring that sufficient goods are retained in stock to production. Step or adaptive process or by setting quantitative levels on the basis of relative classification using ratio analysis, physical control. Timekeeping objectives are preparation of payrolls, calculating overtime, ascertainment and controlling employee costs, ascertaining ideal time, disciplinary purpose, overhead distribution. In case if you also want me to do videos on all the formulas of chapters in very short time, do comment down in the comment box and wait for the video. In case of any queries, please text me on Instagram. The Instagram handle has been tagged in the description, or else comment down in the comment box. I'll be replying to each and every comments. Thank you.